Now, in terms of the timeline of a generic journal publication, the one that you are seeing here on the screen is more or less how it goes. Often you start writing your paper once you have the results from your research, or once you finish the review process if you are writing a literature review. And you draft like the first outline, and within 2 months, you are sending this first draft to your supervisor. That draft is gonna be reviewed by your supervisor and co-authors, and around 3 to 4 months from the starting point, it's usually when you submit to a journal, assuming that everything goes well. Now, once the paper is with the journal, it can take a long time between that submission and they replying to you with major or minor reviews. Unless you get like a desk rejection, which we're going to talk about later, then that is like usually a week that you get the response. But if you don't get a desk rejection, then it's going to take to the reviewers, and that may take 6 to 12 months from all the way back to when you get your results.
Let me just jump in. If you get to the reviewers, if you don't get a desk review rejection, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get it rejected. And these dates that we're putting here, they should be criticized by you and whoever's watching this, because this is not a guarantee. Not all papers are going to go like this. Some are way faster than this. Some journals are way faster. Sometimes your paper is really well made and the process is not going to take that long. But sometimes it takes even more time than we are putting here. So just be mindful of that as well.
Yeah, we had cases where this review process took 3 months, which is a fair time, it's a good time. And we had colleagues that went through this and had to wait a year to get back from the reviewers. So that might vary a lot. But again, once you have the reviews back, you have to go through this point-by-point review. So that's something that you do to prepare to enhance, I would say, your paper before it gets submitted again to the journal. We're going to go over that in this presentation today as well. And again, assuming that everything goes well, the paper is going to get accepted. And it may go through this review round again, that sometimes happens. So after the reviews and you send the paper back, the reviewers ask you to do more things. That can happen again. But if it doesn't, and everything goes well, the paper is going to get accepted, but it is going to be published only a few weeks to a few months after that. So this whole process, from the day you have your results to the day your paper gets published, in the best, I guess, scenario, it's going to take a year or a year and a half. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. It's not going to be, usually it's not going to be so fast.